when I was in the University of Lagos.
Have you been financially strangulated?
No, I can't be financially strangulated because my life doesn't depend on money.
How do you survive?
I survive because I have to survive, and the way other people in this country, in my position, beneath my position, survive.
You have a business you run?
I've always had a business.
Sahara Reporters?
No, my business is revolution.
Revolution?
Yes.
Do you make
it's
profit?
It's a business as a passion.
Do you make profit?
From running the revolution? No, I'm not a profiteer.
How do you eat?
Food is not my problem because I am not a greedy person. I'm not a gluttonous person. I eat just like everybody on the streets of Nigeria. I eat what I can find.
You have decided to face the war.
That's the way I have decided to live my life.
And one option is that the wall must come down.
It is down already, but we need to march around it.
It's down?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I am sure. I'm pretty good that most of it is down already. It has collapsed, but it needs to fall.
How do you feel when policemen attack you?
I don't feel any different. They've been attacking me since when I was 18 years old.
Are you not tired?
Well, if those who are oppressing us are not tired, those who are resisting oppression cannot get tired.
You remember that policewoman?
I do.
What did she do to you?
Well, she shot me at close range with a riot gun, a tear gas gun, and it tore into my lap, into my thigh.
I saw the pain written all over your face.
Nigeria is a painful place.
Should I say sorry?
No, you don't have to. There's nothing to pity me for or pity me about. I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for the security agencies who have to do these dirty jobs.
Why did you meet Nnamdi Kanu? What is the deal?
Nnamdi Kanu is a leader of a social movement, and I am also a leader of the social movement. My meeting with him in 2019 was to get him or encourage him to let's partner together.
Partner to do what?
To fight the revolution. And I
break up Nigeria.
Breaking up Nigeria for me wasn't an idea that was fascinating, because if you break up Nigeria, it's like breaking up a big problem into smaller pieces.
That's what Nnamdi Kanu stands for.
Well, that's what you heard he stands for. But what he told me he stands for is justice for Biafrans, which is translated in his view that the only way he can achieve that is to break up from Nigeria. But my own duty is to say, look, I'm a Pan-Africanist. The entire African continent for me as a nation is not even big enough.
So Africa is a country?
I want an Africa that is a country with one currency, with the same transportation system, so that I can go to Joburg or Senegal and come back the same day without a passport officer or customs stopping me on the way, except for if there are security suspicions. They just board the train, check, and get off the next bus stop.
William Ruto is giving you that license soon.
I don't believe in William Ruto. I don't believe in all these African leaders who parrot Pan-Africanism when they're engaging in oppression at home. William Ruto is doing what Tinubu is doing in Nigeria, just increase, taxes on petroleum products, and the people of Kenya are hurting, but they're also protesting as we speak, and they're attacking them. That, for me, is not a revolutionary example of leadership.
You were able to raise 40 million naira for your election.
That's right.
And you gave account of it.
I do that every time I run for election, which is twice now.
Is that what you call transparency and accountability?
It's way more than that for me, It's something that you don't have to be told. If I was a U.S. politician, I wouldn't even have the option to decide whether I want to release that or not. I must. And that's where we must get to. If you're raising money from the public for election, you must explain how the money is spent. It is not something, I'm not doing the public a favor. I'm the one who went to them and asked for their donation. They have a right to know what I do with their money.
40 million?
Yes.
Perhaps somebody said you're not even ready to be president.
Well, because
40 million cannot take you anywhere.
Because people feel like you have to spend 40 billion to become president, or even more than that. But that, I heard this last people in APC and PDP and even Labour Party spent close to $1 trillion. Yes. But that's the reason why we're where we are. I spent 40 million and I made the impact that I believe would have saved the country. I was able to, travel around the country, discuss my ideas, and they are beautifully listened to across the country.
Dangote refinery will help.
Is it producing pure water yet?
When will it produce?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Is it Dangote's refinery or our refinery?
It's Nigeria's refinery, because Nigeria paid for the Dangote refinery, and that's why I have a problem with the refinery. When they come around and say, the public refineries are not good ideas, but the same government can invest $2.7 billion to help Dangote build it. That's their direct investment. But besides the $2.7 billion that NNPC invested in Dangote refinery, Dangote was getting waivers. They get a different exchange rate.
They own the country, right?